Look, today's a historic day in our franchise. It's been 18 months since we first announced that we're bringing a soccer team to the Carolinas. But before we dive in today, I wanted to make sure that we took a chance to recognize some distinguished members of the community that are here today. First and foremost, Mr. and Mrs. David and Nicole Tepper, owners of Charlotte Football Club. President of Tepper Sports, Tom Blake. CEO of Ally, Jeff Brown. Multiple representatives from the community, the City of Charlotte, Charlotte Center City Partners, Charlotte Regional Business Alliance, as well as Mecklenburg County. Our Academy players and their parents, let's give a round of applause for those guys. We're fortunate today to have two of our very own players here, Brant Bronico and Adam Armour from the Carolinas. And last but not least, our amazing fans and supporters upstairs. Today just so happens that it's the anniversary of us launching the brand. The marketing team that was here a year ago, and Tom and Mr. and Mrs. Tepper were able to introduce Charlotte Football Club for the first time a year ago today. Coincidentally, today we also were introduced to the man that will lead Charlotte Football Club for its inaugural season. So after an exhaustive search, Zoran, Tom, Mr. Tepper, Thomas, Mark, for the last 18 months since we started, we've been looking for who's the right person to lead this franchise or this club. The big piece for us is that Dave and Nicole have been supportive throughout. So with that, 18 months after standing here in Charlotte, introducing Carolina's first MLS team, it's my honor to welcome David Tepper, owner of Charlotte Football Club.
Well, this is fun. Really happy to see Miguel here. Excited. We had a long search process, and when we talked to Miguel on the phone. You don't know this actually, but so we got done with the Zoom call, and I said, "I'm done." I said, "I'm done. I'm done. We're going to get this guy," because this was a guy that had that sort of process, had a clear thought of what he wanted. Process-oriented guy, a guy that has a history of being able to develop young talent, a guy that knows how he wants to play the game. He wants to play the game in the other side, on the other side of the field. He wants to be on the attacking side of the field. He wants his defensive players on that line, on that attacking line. And that kind of, I like that. I like that a lot. But I really did like the thought process and how he thought and what he thinks. And, I'm trying to figure out if we can keep him out of the Premier League and how long we'll be able to do that. Because I think we really have quite a winner here in Miguel. And, just generally speaking, I mean, this is just, exciting day to have him here. Exciting for Charlotte Football Club. And I'm, like I said, I've been saying and saying and saying, I can't just wait. We got a new field down there, looks fabulous, and it's going to be a great thing to just get this thing started. As I say, get this party started. So I'll turn this back to Nick and see what he does right now. And he's very clean shaven today, so he looks really good.
So as Mr. Tepper said, we're very fortunate to have somebody who's going to bring a style of play to the Carolinas and to Charlotte FC that is going to be both exciting for our fans and MLS, but he has a tradition of doing that. Please join me in welcoming Charlotte Football Club's first head coach, Miguel Ramírez.
Buenos días. Hello, everyone. I will face my most difficult game ever. This is speech in English. I will try my best. Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm thrilled to be here at the home of Charlotte FC. I can't wait to tour the Bank of America Stadium and see the latest renovations. First and foremost, I will to thank Mr. David Tepper, TSE President Tom Glick, Charlotte FC President Nick Kelly, and Sporting Director Soren Carneta for placing your trust and confidence in me to coach the team. It is my honor and privilege to accept this position and a great pleasure to be the first head coach in the club's history. When I learned about Charlotte's project and the leadership's passion to build up the club, I knew I wanted to be a part of it. The Queen City and Charlotte FC is where I want to start a new chapter, a new adventure in my life. It is a beautiful challenge to help build a competitive, winning club and contribute to shape its style of play from the very beginning. You see, there is something very special and personal about Charlotte FC. First of all, I love soccer, or football, like we call it in Spain. Soccer is the world's most popular sport and unifying force globally. And I can't be more excited about helping bring the passion of soccer to the Carolinas, using the power of the game to unify our communities from north to south. And the second reason, which is a personal one, he will be very proud. My father used to say that great buildings start at the foundations. The basis of all construction is in the foundations. Now Charlotte FC is building the main pillars, and I'm confident that we will reflect them on and off the pitch. We will be progressive, ambitious, and collective. I have been impressed by the senior leadership and the enthusiasm of all the staff. There is a significant commitment to succeed from everybody. Moreover, in Mikel Antía and Christian Latancio, we have a fantastic coaching staff that will add to the knowledge and experience of the scouting department and the sports management. In these challenging times due to COVID, we have learned to work from a distance. Still, I was looking forward to come to Charlotte to finally see the faces of the people who convinced me to be here while meeting those that I have been talking to recently. I am very happy to be in Charlotte and in a country that has always attracted me. I have always wanted to experience what it's like to live in such a multicultural and multinational country where everyone has the possibility of living the American dream. Back in 1994, when the United States hosted its first FIFA Men's World Cup, when I was only a child, I followed all the matches closely. Hosting the largest world competition in a country where many people can fulfill their dreams was historic. Since then, the North American soccer landscape has completely transformed. MLS has grown into one of the most exciting and promising leagues in the world. This is why I wanted to live the MLS experience. This is my American dream. I believe my profile and expertise as a coach can contribute to grow the game in Charlotte. I understand the responsibility of building a new project that goes beyond the pitch. I also believe it is more important to leave a legacy than winning a title. This is a part of the commitment of Charlotte FC. I have seen how sport makes a difference in children's lives, instilling social values, discipline, respect, and the importance of diversity. It creates stronger communities. This is our aim at Charlotte FC. Can you imagine what Charlotte FC and the MLS can accomplish in the lead up to the 2026 FIFA World Cup and beyond? I'm confident that by then we will have grown our Charlotte FC Academy talents, and that some might be in the US men's national team. Helping grow soccer in the Carolinas with a new MLS team is a massive undertaking and a wonderful motivation. Soccer unites different cultures around the same passion, a goal, a jersey, a club. Our goal is uniting people around the Carolinas and that we all can see and enjoy a competitive team in our debut. Now, success doesn't happen from one day to another. It takes time and hard work. It is challenging to win right away because we know success is difficult. However, the secret is to insist on the coherence of the project and the work. I know that the bar of Charlotte FC has been set very high. We are preparing to meet expectations and capture fan hearts. In closing, I would like to thank Mr. Tepper again for his vision, for bringing me and my entire team on to tackle this wonderful project. I enjoy challenges. After coaching in Middle East, Europe, and South America, I'm excited to continue meeting peoples, countries, and places. You learn and grow as a human being through these experiences. I'm looking forward to reading you all today and see you on a game day in 2022. We are expecting more than 74,000 spectators from our inaugural match. After many months of playing soccer behind closed doors without fans, we will be very proud and grateful to have our home full of passionate supporters. Soccer has arrived in Charlotte. We are ready to party. Thank you.
All right, so we're going to take a few questions from the media. A couple of housekeeping things before we get going. We have 4 mics walking around the corners, so if you guys just raise your hand, identify yourself, media outlet name. Second piece is to, as we clean up towards the end, and thank everybody again for coming, we'll have Miguel and some others come up here for pictures. And last but not least, we will have Mr. Tepper, Tom Glick, and Miguel available for brief interviews to your right over here in our mixed media zone. So with that, first couple questions, Will. Mike's coming, right behind you.
Hey, Miguel. Will Pelagic, WFNZ. Welcome to Charlotte. You mentioned the ambitious nature of the goals set forth by David Tepper and by Nick and this organization and this club. What have been your steps into building something of this nature in the past? What will you take from your past experiences and bring to this job?
This project is very similar than the one I lived in Qatar, because we needed to build something there in the desert. So find the right players to be able to compete in the next World Cup 2022 in Qatar. And the same way in Ecuador with Independiente del Valle, that they have a very strong scouting department, and we needed to find every single talent in the country. So I lived this already. I helped to build up this project, and I hope that with the same passion and now knowledge from that experience, I can help this project also. So we are already on it. We are searching players and looking videos and meetings and everything to set up the project already.
Next one up, we'll take Sylvia first, and then we'll do Joe.
Gracias. Hola, bienvenido. Silvio Ben de Telemundo Charlotte. Primero que todo, welcome to Charlotte, Las Carolinas, y gracias por tu presentación, y me encantó que te presentaste en español ante nosotros. A 8 meses del debut de Charlotte FC en la MLS, ¿cuáles son las primeras decisiones que va a tomar como entrenador para empezar a preparar su equipo? ¿Algún mexicano, hondureño por ahí en camino que piensa tomar para entrar aquí a nosotros?
¿Te respondo en español? Sí. Vale. A ver, las primeras decisiones, primero que todo, Charlotte no estaba buscando un manager clásico de quiero a este, y Charlotte ha venido construyendo un equipo de trabajo, además muy potente, o sea, con mucho talento. Y yo soy parte del engranaje de esa estructura. A partir de ahí estamos trabajando, viendo talentos, Incluso hoy nos visitan dos jugadores del plantel que yo no conocía y que ya conozco perfectamente por todo lo que les he visto, ¿no? Entonces ya estamos teniendo reuniones con el departamento de scouting, con la dirección deportiva, porque ahora, a ver, la urgencia de Charlotte era contratar un entrenador o decidir también un estilo a qué querían jugar, y de ahí que me trajeran a mí, y a partir de ahora hay que afinar un poco la mirada y ver qué tipo de perfil de jugador necesitamos para jugar a este modelo de juego. Entonces, ahora todos nos ponemos unas gafas para ver el juego de la manera que lo veo yo, que ha decidido el club que quiere que sea, y a partir de ahí encontrar el jugador que pueda entrar en encaje en este modelo de juego y en el presupuesto del club, ya sea hondureño, mexicano o polaco. Nada.
Just like the Panthers press conference. We'll go Phil.
Miguel, thank you. Phil Orban from WSOC in Charlotte. As you were meeting and discussing and determining whether you wanted to come here, how did you sell yourself, and how did they sell you on the job?
I didn't sell myself to Charlotte, but of course, my teams tell you something about me, and the projects that I work for tell you something about me. So maybe it's what Charlotte paid for, and they want to bring here a philosophy, but a way of playing and a way of doing the things, because off the pitch there are many hours of working, and they wanted someone to be able to work with the scouting department, with the academy, with the sporting director, and I really believe that they found the right one. After our call, he was right. It was done. And I told them, listen, it's done. I mean, it's me and it's you.
Perfect. Next up, Ashley.
Good morning, Ashley Mahoney with the Charlotte Post and QCFC. Welcome. It's certainly an interesting transition. Nick spoke to how the club a year ago was in the process of launching this particular brand, the naming, and getting Charlotte FC out there. But they were also in the process of launching the academy. You've got academy manager Dan Locke here today, as well as academy players. What have your conversations and your vision for the academy been thus far?
I'm having meetings in the last weeks to go deeper into my game model for them to understand, because I recognize that it's not easy. I will request from the players 10 things, and other game models request 1 or 2, so it's more complex. But what I did is to put myself at this position and say, listen, what I can do for you, I'm ready and happy to help. And of course, the first team activity demands from me too many hours. But I know myself. And in Brazil and in Ecuador, when I have a break in the first team, I went to the under-12 training or a meeting with the academy coaches or the academy director. So everything I can do for them, because it's not something mine. I mean, it's something that I learned from others. And this was useful to me. So if I can give them this experience, this knowledge that I got from others, I will be happy. And I say now for an interview that the vision of Independiente del Valle was not to to win a title or something. They wanted to be a world champion with Ecuador national team, with players from Independiente del Valle. So it's a much bigger objective than to win a title. That's why I said in the speech before that I would like to see in the future in the U.S. national team players from the Carolinas and made by Charlotte FC.
Next up, Alex.
Alex Andreev with the Charlotte Observer. Miguel, I don't know that we've always typically seen as much success in Major League Soccer with coaches coming internationally and new to the league. So I'm curious kind of what style of play you hope to bring and how you hope to see that fit into Major League Soccer, and what sort of gives you the confidence that this is going to be a successful team in years to come.
Listen, I will be very honest with you. I hate these limits that we put in our mind. I mean, these thoughts that don't help you to do anything. I mean, no, this will not work. And this that we are always with limitations. I don't like at all. I mean, in Brazil the same. A Spanish coach and yeah, and finally they were right. But if I go with this thought, I don't go to Brazil because I will not succeed there. So in the same way, I come here. I don't care about the projects at the very beginning. Yeah, of course, the projects at the beginning are difficult to get the success in the first year. But you need to start with something, and you need to believe and think that this is possible. And if I think that this system will not, this way of playing, I stay at home. I mean, I do nothing. So because I believed, I was able to be maybe here today. With these limits in my thoughts, I will be in Canary Island in the beach, and that maybe is better to be, but I prefer to be here.
All right, next up. Okay.
Mr. Arturo Uzcategui para Progreso Hispano News. Primero que nada, darle la bienvenida acá a Charlotte. Ha tenido experiencia en el Oriente Medio, ha tenido experiencia en Europa, ha tenido experiencia en un fútbol tan competitivo como el suramericano, ha tenido éxito en el fútbol suramericano. ¿Cuáles son las expectativas de Miguel Ángel Ramírez entrando a una liga que recién acaba de cumplir 25 años, que bien lo menciona, es una liga emocionante, pero que todavía están haciendo? Expectativas como entrenador y lo que piensa que le puede dejar como aprendizaje el estar en una liga como la MLS. Gracias.
Yo te he de reconocer que cuando voy a los sitios no me genero expectativas. Y así vivo más tranquilo y no me frustro. Es decir, cuando voy con a veces nos frustramos porque nos ponemos, ¿no? Nos generamos expectativas. Y de la misma forma te digo, el español, te vas a ir a Ecuador o te vas a Qatar, que está ahí. No me genero nunca expectativas ni me espero nada de ningún sitio ni de nadie. Es decir, yo voy con toda la energía y la predisposición para hacer. O sea, primero quiero vivir una experiencia de un fútbol distinto, de un país distinto, de una cultura distinta, que es un poco lo que me ha movido en los últimos años a encontrarme con países, con personas, con idiomas, con culturas diferentes. A mí eso me enriquece un montón. Soy muy inquieto en ese sentido. Y en cuanto a la competición, creo que la MLS ha ido transformándose con el paso de los años. Y ahora, tanto para entrenadores jóvenes como para jugadores jóvenes, está siendo, no sé si un objetivo, no sé si un fin, pero sí un medio. Y en ese medio, bueno, enriquecerme de poder vivir una experiencia competitiva. Y también estoy yendo a un proyecto que no había hecho nunca, es decir, y creo que casi nadie ha hecho nunca, que es construir algo desde cero. Es que no hay nada. Hablo del primer equipo, ¿no? Es decir, lógicamente el club ya lo tiene todo, tiene una estructura increíble montada, pero bueno, ahora falta montar el primer equipo y hacerlo porque al final vamos a coger a cada uno. Siempre los equipos, con el paso de los años, mantienen una base, más o menos. Ahora, tenemos que crear un equipo, no un grupo de jugadores, un equipo. Joder, eso ya es un reto que te cagas para mí.
Last one, and then we'll move over to the side. Go ahead.
One from goal.com. we've talked a lot here about Miguel, the coach, and what you want to do here, but it takes a lot as a person to kind of make this move and to do some of the things you've done, to go to Qatar, to go to South America, ultimately to come here as a person. So what is it about this that excites Miguel, the person, with this life change? You know, is it the chance to build something? Is it the freedom? Is it the culture change? Is it proving the doubters wrong, like you said? You know, what is it as a person that makes you really excited for this big life change?
The same that moved me to go to Qatar or to Ecuador or to Brazil. I mean, to know a new country, to speak in English again, and to live in America. There are too many things in this country that excites me, and I wanted to live here. And I believe that this, as a person, as you say, came with the same hand of the sport project that is Charlotte. But I'm really, really excited to live in America, and as I said before, to live my American dream like all of you are living.
Awesome. With that, we'll thank everybody for coming today. Thanks again. A round of applause for Miguel one more time.